Hey everybody, it's Tuesday, February 20th. It's a little better than 5 o'clock. All the chores are done. They're done just a little bit early today. And yeah, just thought I'd make a little update video. We're going to talk about the beef herd a little bit and the feeding process that we have. So I completely took 6+ hours today and absolutely threw them in the trash. I left this morning after all the morning chores at about 10 o'clock a.m. and headed towards the Mackinac Bridge. I needed to be downstate tonight. I really should have been downstate tonight for tomorrow's doings. Well, anyway, before you ask, yes, I did check the Mackinac Bridge Authority website and everything else, because if you can see behind me here, if you can see that, we got a pretty nasty storm last night through this morning. It started snowing, then it was sleeting, then a little bit of rain, it froze up, and then some more snow. The roads were actually pretty darn good at about 10 o'clock this morning. All was well. Headed towards the bridge, got to the bridge. I stopped at my favorite gas station. I didn't even need gas, but I'm like, you know what? I'm going to top it off and get a Diet Coke and hit the road running and not stop again. If I would not have stopped at the gas station, I would have made the bridge. It shut down while I was at the gas station after pumping gas. I failed by like 5 minutes. So anyway, when I got to the bridge and I got turned around, I talked to a couple people with the Mackinac Bridge Authority, and of course they're not gonna give you any assumptions, and rightfully so. I get it. They're like, it could be shut down for anywhere from 2 hours till overnight. Well, I actually just checked their website 5 minutes ago and it's still shut down. So you know, it's been 5 hours. So anyway, I had took the gamble. I'm glad I did. I just drove back home. I'm gonna leave early as all heck tomorrow morning, and all is well. So I made it home 5 minutes before 4, and was able to do some night chores. And actually, it's not a good thing, but I'm going to take advantage of it. I need to sit down with some paperwork, some computer work, and some bills tonight, so make the most out of it. So that's my story about my 6 hours thrown completely in the garbage today. But what are you going to do? It's not my problem. It's not my fault. So I'm going to take off early tomorrow morning. So, all right, we're going to take a little look at the beef herd here, and I'm going to explain to you our feeding process to them. All right, as I stated, it's February 20th. We are in the winter months of feeding, even though it was almost 37 degrees today, and right now it's only about 33. Oh, settle down, for God's sakes. Yeah, there's another one. Yeah, this having a little problem with rings these days. Oh well, they've been surviving for a while, so I guess it just happens. All right, so we're in the winter months. I'm going to give you the regiment that's going on right now. They're fed every other day. Every other day, they're given 1 bale of grassy baleage and 2 bales of dry hay. And as you can see, you know, they were fed fully yesterday. Yesterday about 11:30, 12 o'clock, I fed them. As you can see, there's still feed left. You already seen the baleage, so I'm not going to go over there. I'm very surprised there's that much of that grassy baleage left. They've been really kicking the crap out of the dry hay. They're fed every other day. Seems to do a good job. Now, There are some mornings when we go to clean the barn, let's say about 8 o'clock in the morning, where they're completely out and they're agitated. If that's the case, if it's warm enough and a tractor had not been needed to been plugged in, which we believe in very highly, and I'm sure everybody else does, if it's warm enough, the tractor will get started and some bales will be fed. If it's not and it's cold, what we'll do is we'll haul about depending on what's going on, anywhere from 10 to 12 bales of square bales of hay, you know, 40, 45, 50 pounders, and they're thrown in the feed wagon for them to kind of survive till, let's just say, about before or after lunch, after the tractor's been plugged in for a while. Now, they are on corn silage. They're on corn silage after grazing season is over. And corn silage continues till about December. Come December, they're taken off the corn silage and the regiment of hay is begun. Reason being is because then we reserve the corn silage. The way we have things set up, our operation here, the corn silage is reserved for the cows in the barn. The bred heifers, and of course this year there's actually some steers in there. And my Holstein winter steers are on corn silage as well. Now, come around, we're gonna say end of April, May, they're back on corn silage until grazing starts. Reason being is the cows in the barn are gone. Either gone or they're kicked out into the lots. The reason they're gone is because the bred heifers, the way the sequence and the breeding and time and whatnot, they've already been sold to the larger, bigger dairies, and they're gone. So yeah, they get back on corn silage right before they go out to grazing again. So that's the little method of madness here. I don't know if my explanation made a whole lot of sense, but I'm just kind of sharing with you what our feeding process is to these bunch of pigs. Aren't you? They're doing good. They're doing pretty good. They've had a fair winter thus far. Yeah, we did have some very cold weather for a little while, but other than that, it's been a pretty fair winter. All right, well, I'm going to get cocky and I'm going to tell you about a decision that I made today. I made it based on some things that I just received. Basically some information. I did some numbers, and I'll spare you my details, okay? I basically made a decision today that I am going to take an 18-acre field that we have, not just right down the road. And I'm going to do a little experiment. It's nothing new, but it's an experiment for us, an experiment for me. Sorghum Sudan grass. I'm going to put some in this year. And it is going to be harvested in the way of making baleage. And it's for these animals behind me. So yeah, kind of made that decision today. Did some little facts and figures, and the reality of some things, which I'll get into a little bit more later. Gotta watch these electric fences. Everything's iced over and it'll carry right through to you. So yeah, I'm kind of excited about that. I'll obviously talk more about it as the year goes on here. We're still in winter, but yeah, I got tillage and planting on the mind right now. Trust me, I'm ready for winter to be over, but I'm not going to cry the blues about it yet because there's a long ways to go. That's about it. Like I said, I'm home because of that reason. Taking off very early in the morning, and away I go, and all is well. And just a little update, folks. So that was about 10 minutes of jibber jabber, just checking in. Hope everybody's doing really good. And everybody have a great night. Talk to you sooner than later.